Hi, today's video is going to be about setting up a pop-up on your WordPress site using a plugin. And the plugin we're going to use today is called Hustle. And that's what we're going to do is we're going to go over that. I'll show you how to find it, how to install it, what it looks like, how it gets set up, and how easy it is to do that. That's today's video, how to set up a pop-up on a WordPress site using a WordPress plugin. So you're going to be signing into your WordPress site, and then you want to come down here to the plugin area. Then you want to click up here for a new plugin. And what that will do is take you to the bank where all the WordPress plugins are stored. And we're just going to put in Popup and then see what we come up with for choices. Okay, now the pop-up maker I've looked at before, but there's no way to connect it to an autoresponder. This one intrigued me here, so I've used this one recently. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Install Now. We're going to install this plugin into our site right now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find that this is the plugin right here, and that this plugin has a lot going for it. They give you a video, tells you about it. You can download it. There'll be a link for this down in the description to get it for free for yourself. We'll come back here and see if that's okay. We're ready to go. We can activate it. And then it will usually pop up over here on the side somewhere for the settings. So I finally found it. It's down here on this. It's got, and we're going to go to the dashboard for Hustle. It's right here. And then you're going to say, okay, get started. And then you can do a pop-up, a slide in, and embed it into another page, or do a social share. We're just going to do pop-up and say create. And then what you will be doing is you're going to look at creating a pop-up, and you're going to just name it. So I created this pop-up a couple of days ago, and it's right here. And what I did was I created a pop-up that looks like the following. We're going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so here's the pop-up that I created. This is what it looks like. And it's triggered so that if I go to any other page, let's say we're going to click on this and get 2 pages, and I want to, there it is, it popped up again. So what I set it up for was I used a template. It gives you a template to walk through. I named it, and then the pop-up pops up, and I have it hooked in as an integration. That's the reason I picked this plugin, was because it's hooked into right here, integrations. It has integrations that it can be hooked into. It's hooked into a GetResponse account right here. That's named the following. And that way it can start collecting the emails that people want to have from there. But if you want to come back here, we'll just put blah, 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 blah. And then say choose template. And then got the template choices. I picked this one here. You can preview it or choose template. And what I did was I chose the template. And then that will pop up. And then you have all your categories down through here. You have your emails, your integrations, your appearance, visibility, and you'll have triggers be setting up here. I did an example. You can change everything in there. You can change. You can add the image you want to it. You can change all the content here. It can be changed to whatever you need. And then it says visibility rules, show, when, whatever. And you can set up all these areas here. Just go through and set them up. And here are the applications. You connect an integration. You click on that and it'll pop up a bunch of email. And I just clicked on Get Response, and then it worked with my Get Response account to sign it up. But then you can, like I showed you, you can create the pop-up you want, which is going to look like this. For this case, this was just an example. So that's why I picked this plugin because it had the integrations. I don't want a plugin that just pops up. That's how you set up a pop-up on your WordPress site using a WordPress plugin that you get from the WordPress bank in your site. So I wanted to show you under the hood, if you will. Go to the Hustle dashboard, and we showed you that the pop-up shows up here. Well, if you click down to here, it says pop-ups. It'll give you the pop-up titles that you named them that are available, and you can look at it. Gives you the status. It was published, not published, draft, whatever. It'll give you stats. It'll keep track of the stats, and then this here pops up this where you can preview, unpublish, delete, and or you can push edit. Now this is going to show you the way it's set up. And I left everything kind of the way it was. I just changed a little bit here. I put the sale ended date in here. And 2 buttons. I made 1 button for "and never see this again, no thanks, I'm not interested." But I went through each of these areas here and set up, and I didn't set anything up for this. I briefly showed you integrations here already. The appearance, I choose the layout where I want it faced. I wanted it in the center of the page. Then you can change your featured image, background image, opt-in form, whatever. All that stuff is right here. And then you got your visibility as whether published or not, and behavior. And this is the pop-up trigger. I made it so it's delayed 3 seconds before it shows up. And then you just basically publish or leave it as a draft, whatever. But that's what you want to be doing. That's how you're going to get your pop-up that's here. So that's the end of this video. If you have any questions about using this WordPress plugin to set up a pop-up, please leave your questions and write to me down in the comments below the video. Just want to remind you that if you did get some value from this video today, it gave you something to think about or something to use for your business, please give it a thumbs up, like the video. It helps with our relationship with YouTube. They'll give me favorable status if you like it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscriptions do make a difference to YouTube and make a big difference to me, knowing that you're watching and you're looking for new videos from us. As I said, give it a thumbs up, like it. Don't forget to subscribe to our video while you're at it. Also, reach over there and tap that bell icon hard, smack it hard so it makes sure it notifies you every time I publish a new video. Thank you for watching today. Take care. God bless.